it serves as a stopgap until the National Assembly passed the law to cover whistleblowing. And what it does is it encourages anyone with information about a violation of government's financial regulations, mismanagement of public funds and assets, fraud, financial malpractice, and other associated conduct to report it. It covers disclosure of information leading to the return of Nigeria's stolen or concealed funds and assets. And it's intended to strengthen the mechanism for the fight against corruption, improve governance, and support the implementation of the Open Government Partnership. The memo covered the scope of the policy, the manner in which reports will be filed, which is via a website, by phone, or by email. It covered anonymity, protection of the whistleblower, which was very important, that whistleblowers will be protected against sanctions, and a reward scheme in the event that somebody who is a whistleblower actually either loses their job or is financially disadvantaged as a result of the information they have provided. We have a reward scheme which will pay no more than 5%, no more than 5%.
You know, some have been asking the question, what perhaps currency that 5% would be. For instance, if you help in recovering maybe £300,000, is it going to be a 5% of that pound? So many other questions Nigerians have been asking. But it's that closing moment here on Politics Today, Christmas Day. And before we leave, let's quickly get Ken on his own thought about what he was highlighting on PDP and the squabbles within the PDP when we were talking about the political structure and ideologies of some parties. That'll be your closing moment. Quickly, let's see what...
Okay, I mean, basically, for the PDP, it has been politics of imposition. The fact that the court had given a clear order that elections should not have been held. I was in Abuja for the convention that was in Abuja because I believed in the fact that the rule of law should take place in my party. The congresses that were held were not open congresses. They were congresses that were done with imposition, and that was what resulted in your seeing that we have had like multiples of court cases. It's a pity we found ourselves where we are, but like the guy in Abuja said, it is total disaffection in my party right now. And by the time we stop this politics of imposition and adhering to the rule of law, then I think we might see a light at the end of the tunnel.
And for you, Nuhu, let's hear your closing moment on the whistleblowing policy of the federal government.
Well, in as much as I would have pleaded for you not to ask me on this whistleblowing because of my stand on it, I do believe that institutions need to be strengthened. I strongly believe that there should be a creation of a system of multiple layers of oversight. Who checks the EFCC? Who monitors the EFCC? Who monitors the Financial Intelligence Unit? Who monitors those in CBN? Who monitors? We need multiple layers of oversight. We need systems that are well thought out, well thorough. Once this system fails, being thorough, that's when we think of other things. But for me, with this policy, it's just a total waste of time. And right now is not what Nigerians are looking for.
And for Professor Usiju Midana, your closing moment on the whistleblowing policy.
I think always people think global and act locally. What I mean by thinking global and acting locally, if you look at the system in the United States of America, it was meant to even check those, as Nuhu said, or to check those people maybe in the Financial Intelligence Unit, who reports who. And I think if you have a protection, Barack Obama signed the PPD just to protect those people in the intelligence unit, yes, so that they can report people within the intelligence. Yes. You had some kind of bargain thing that was going on. When somebody is arrested and loots were recovered, there was some kind of bargaining going on within the system where some people can take some part of it. So if you have those things protected, you don't need to say maybe people are going to lose their jobs. If you look at it, the kind of unit that was established in America is the merit unit that investigate any whistleblowing issue. And you can only appeal to a special appeal court, which was not on jurisdiction but on subject matter. So what you should do here, because we are looking at admissibility of evidences that will be obtained from whistleblowers. So since that you are trying to protect them, that very court should be able to try doing the trial in secret, so that those people will be protected. So by that, nobody is going to lose his job.
That's a good place for us to say Merry Christmas again, and many thanks for being such nice company. Professor Osiju Medana, Nuhu Atta, both gentlemen joined us from our Abuja studios, and of course Ken Okolugbo, many thanks for being such nice company.
Merry Christmas.
And as we'll leave, we're asking the big question: will the government be asking the banks what went wrong 24th, 25th, that no one had access to their monies from the ATM? We'll leave that with the CBN. I'm Sulaiman. Have a blessed evening.